Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter. If you are over 60, you might feel like you are fighting a battle on two different fronts. On one side, you have the stiff, aching pain of arthritis in your joints that can make every movement a challenge. And on the other side, you have the frustrating weakness that comes from age-related muscle loss in your legs, which can affect your balance and your independence. What if I told you that a powerful natural solution to fight both of these battles at the exact same time could be found in one simple, delicious cup of yogurt? Today we are going to show you how. And to help us understand this unique multi-purpose approach to health, we are joined by a physician who has always taught that the body is one interconnected system. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. The body is indeed one system. A food that calms the inflammation for your joints can also provide the protein that supports your muscles. Today, we will not talk about 4 different and confusing types of yogurt. Instead, we will talk about one excellent base yogurt and then 3 powerful upgrades that you can add to it to create a personalized medicine for your body's specific needs on any given day.
A yogurt upgrade protocol. I love that. And that is exactly what our guide is about today. Dr. Hinohara will first show us how to choose the perfect base yogurt to be our foundation. Then he will reveal the 3 powerful upgrades you can add to it. They are the anti-inflammatory upgrade, the lubrication upgrade, and the rebuilding upgrade. It is a blessing to know that we can take these simple natural foods and use them in such intelligent and purposeful ways to care for our health. If you are ready to learn how to turn your daily yogurt into a powerful healing tool for both your joints and your muscles, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and you are going to love this delicious and very practical guide. Okay, doctor, let's get right into your yogurt upgrade protocol. You've said that it all starts with choosing the right base yogurt. For seniors who are looking to fight both arthritis and muscle loss, what is the best foundational yogurt, and what should we be looking for when we're at the grocery store?
The best foundation for our protocol is a plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It is superior to regular yogurt for 3 main reasons that are very important for older adults. First, it is much higher in protein, which is the essential building block our muscles need to fight sarcopenia. Second, it is thick and creamy, which is very satisfying to eat. And third, a good quality Greek yogurt is rich in beneficial live bacteria, or probiotics.
That protein point is so important. A typical 6-ounce cup of plain Greek yogurt can have 15 to 20 grams of high-quality protein, which is often double or even triple the amount in regular yogurt. This helps to fight muscle loss directly. But I want to spend a moment on the probiotics. We are learning more every single day about what scientists call the gut-joint axis. There is a direct communication highway between the health of the bacteria in your gut and the level of inflammation in your joints. A healthy gut full of good bacteria sends calming anti-inflammatory signals throughout your entire body, including to your knees, your hands, and your hips. The live and active cultures in a good yogurt help to support this healthy and calm gut environment.
But it is very important to choose the right kind of Greek yogurt from the store. You must choose the plain, unsweetened version. The fruit on the bottom, or the flavored yogurts that are so popular in America, are often packed with more added sugar than a candy bar. And that sugar will cause the very inflammation in your joints that you are trying to fight. It will cancel out all the benefits.
That's such a critical point. Always read the label. Now, what about the fat content, doctor? For years, we were all told to choose non-fat everything. Should people be choosing non-fat 2% or full-fat Greek yogurt for this purpose?
For many seniors, I recommend either the 2% or even the full fat version. The healthy fat from the dairy provides a deep sense of satisfaction. It helps to stabilize your blood sugar, and it is absolutely necessary for your body to absorb important fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which is also crucial for muscle and bone health. The fear of healthy, natural fat from whole foods is an old idea that we must now leave behind.
So we have our base, a plain 2% or full-fat Greek yogurt. Now for the exciting part. What is the first and most powerful upgrade we can add to this yogurt to specifically fight the fire of inflammation from arthritis?
Our first upgrade is what I call the anti-inflammatory upgrade. It is the simple act of adding a small amount of the golden spice turmeric to your yogurt. This is especially powerful for people who are dealing with inflammatory arthritis, such as rheumatoid arthritis. I had a patient, a 68-year-old woman, whose hands were so stiff and swollen from her arthritis that she could no longer button her own shirts in the morning. The pain and the loss of her fine motor skills were devastating to her sense of independence. She was already eating plain Greek yogurt every morning. I taught her to add just half a teaspoon of a good quality organic turmeric powder and one tiny pinch of black pepper to her yogurt every single day. She was very consistent with this. After 2 months, she came back to my office. She held up her hands and she wiggled her fingers for me. The visible swelling in her knuckles was noticeably reduced, and she said the deep, burning pain had finally calmed down. She told me with tears of joy in her eyes, I was able to button my favorite blouse this morning by myself. The turmeric was helping to put out the fire in her joints.
That is a truly life-changing story, and the science is so strong on this. The active compound in turmeric is, of course, curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds ever studied. It works by blocking multiple inflammatory pathways in the body. But as you correctly told your patient, it has a secret partner that it cannot work without. On its own, curcumin is very poorly absorbed by our bodies. However, black pepper contains a compound called piperine. The piperine has been shown in clinical studies to increase your body's absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. It is an incredible example of food synergy. Without that tiny pinch of black pepper, the turmeric is almost useless. With it, it becomes a powerful medicine for your joints.
So the upgrade is simple. To your bowl of plain Greek yogurt, you add half a teaspoon of organic turmeric powder and 1 small pinch of finely ground black pepper. You can also add a few berries or a small drizzle of raw honey, if you like. The combination is a powerful daily tool against the fire of arthritis.
So the turmeric upgrade with black pepper is like sending in the fire department to put out the active fire of inflammation. That's an incredible first step. But doctor, what about that feeling of stiffness, that grinding, creaky feeling that so many people with osteoarthritis complain about as if their joints are rusty and dry? What is the next upgrade for that specific problem?
That is a very good and very precise description of the feeling. For that creaky and dry feeling in the joints, we need our second upgrade. This is what I call the lubrication upgrade. This is the simple but powerful act of adding a rich source of omega-3 fatty acids to your daily bowl of yogurt. I had a patient man in his early 70s who had been a carpenter his whole life. He had osteoarthritis in his knees. He described the feeling to me perfectly. He said, "Doctor, my knees don't just ache. They feel rusty. When I stand up from a chair, I can feel and hear them grinding like there is sand in the joint. That lack of lubrication was making it very difficult for him to move comfortably, and it was causing him a great deal of daily pain and frustration. He was already eating plain Greek yogurt in the mornings. I taught him to add just 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flaxseed to his bowl every single day. After a few months of this consistent habit, he came back to my office and said something that has always stuck with me. He told me the rust is gone. The movement feels smoother. He was providing his body with the specific healthy fats it needed to help lubricate his joints from the inside out.
The movement feels smoother. That is exactly what so many people are looking for. Let's talk about the specific science of how omega-3s accomplish this, because it is so much more than just general anti-inflammation. Your body takes the omega-3s, specifically the ones called EPA and DHA, and it converts them into very powerful specialized molecules with names like resolvins and protectins. Now, their job is not just to block inflammation like the fire department. Their very important job is to actively resolve the inflammation. They are the cleanup and repair crew that comes in after the fire is out. They send a signal to the immune system that the crisis is over and that it is now time to begin the true healing process. And for that lubrication feeling that your patient described, omega-3s are absolutely crucial. They help to improve the quality of the synovial fluid in your joints. Synovial fluid is the natural slippery egg, white-like fluid that lubricates your cartilage and allows your bones to glide smoothly over each other without that painful friction and grinding. When you have enough healthy omega-3s in your diet, this fluid becomes healthier and more effective at its job of cushioning and lubricating your joints.
So it is a double benefit. It helps to clean up the inflammation, and it helps to improve the natural lubricant in the joint.
Exactly. So, doctor, your patient used freshly ground flaxseed. What are the other best and most practical ways for our viewers to add this lubrication upgrade to their daily yogurt?
There are a few wonderful options. As you said, 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flaxseed is an excellent and very affordable choice. It is very important that the seeds are ground, as your body cannot break down the hard outer shell of the whole seed to get to the oils inside. Another wonderful option is to stir in 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. They will absorb some of the liquid in the yogurt and create a nice, thick, pudding-like texture which many people enjoy. They are also very rich in these plant-based omega-3s. And for a more concentrated and powerful dose, you can use a high-quality oil. For those who eat fish, 1 teaspoon of a high-quality purified fish oil can be stirred directly into the yogurt. And for our vegetarian or vegan friends, a plant-based algal oil, which is made from algae, provides the same beneficial EPA and DHA and is an excellent choice.
So we have options from seeds and from oils. It's a wonderful example of how we have been blessed with so many different natural sources to support our body's intricate and amazing systems. This is so helpful, doctor. And this message of natural healing is one we love to share with our community wherever they are in the world. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love seeing you all here. So, Dr. The Turmeric Upgrade is like sending in the fire department to put out the active fire of inflammation. And the omega-3 upgrade is like adding lubricant to a creaky, rusty joint. Those are 2 incredible strategies. But what about the structure of the joint itself? What is the final upgrade for actually rebuilding the tissues that have been worn down over the years?
This is a very important final step. To truly feel strong and stable, you must help the body to rebuild its own foundation. For this, we have our 3rd and final upgrade. I call it the rebuilding upgrade. This is the simple act of adding 1 scoop of collagen peptides to your daily bowl of yogurt. This upgrade is especially for the person who feels that their joints are loose, weak, or unstable. I had a patient, a woman in her late 70s. She didn't have a lot of sharp grinding pain, but she had a deep feeling of instability, especially in her hips and knees. She told me that she felt wobbly when she walked, and she was developing a deep fear that her joints might simply give out. It was a true crisis of confidence in her own body. She was a very consistent person. Every single morning, she would stir 1 scoop of a simple unflavored collagen powder into her plain Greek yogurt. That's all she did. After about 3 months, she came back to my office. She walked in with a much more confident stride. She told me that the wobbly feeling had gone away. She said, "I feel more solid now. I trust my legs again." The collagen was helping her body to rebuild the very connective tissues that are responsible for providing that feeling of stability and strength.
To feel solid again, that is such a powerful feeling that so many people are searching for. Let's talk about the science of why this is so different from a regular protein powder like the whey we talked about earlier.
Yes, they have very different jobs in the body.
That's right. As we've discussed before on Healthier Daily, a protein powder like whey is fantastic for building and repairing muscle fiber. But it is not very good at building your connective tissue. Collagen peptides, on the other hand, have a completely different job. They are very low in the primary muscle-building amino acids, but they are extremely rich in the 3 specific amino acids that your body uses as the primary building blocks for all of your connective tissue. These are glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. So if you are building a house, the whey protein is like the wood you use to build the walls. But the collagen peptides are the concrete for the foundation and the nails and screws that hold the entire structure together. You need both to have a strong and a stable house. By adding collagen to your yogurt, you are providing the direct raw concrete and screws that your cartilage, your ligaments, and your tendons are actually made of. And the research you shared from the British Journal of Nutrition is so important. It found that seniors who took collagen alongside light exercise actually gained more lean muscle mass than the group that only exercised. This suggests that by strengthening the connective tissue scaffolding, the muscles themselves are able to function better and become stronger. It's a complete full system approach.
And it is perhaps the easiest of all the upgrades to use in your daily life.
It really is. Can you walk our viewers through how simple it is, Doctor?
You simply take 1 scoop of a high-quality, unflavored collagen peptide powder. It is very important that it is unflavored to ensure there are no added sugars or artificial ingredients. You stir it into your bowl of plain Greek yogurt. After a few stirs, it will dissolve completely. You will not taste it. You will not smell it. It will not change the texture of your yogurt. It is a completely invisible yet very powerful addition to your daily routine. It is a quiet act of rebuilding your body from the inside out, 1 spoonful at a time.
It's a wonderful example of how modern science has allowed us to take these fundamental building blocks that are a part of nature's design and use them in a simple, targeted way to support the blessed gift of our mobility. Doctor, this has been an incredible and truly practical guide. You've given us a complete yogurt upgrade protocol. It shows how 1 simple bowl of yogurt each day can become a powerful tool to fight both the pain of arthritis and the weakness of muscle loss at the same time. We start with a high-quality Greek yogurt as our base. Then we can add the anti-inflammatory upgrade with turmeric, the lubrication upgrade with omega-3s, or the rebuilding upgrade with collagen. This is a wonderful customizable way to manage the daily pain of arthritis. This is such a proactive and delicious strategy to combat muscle loss. It gives so much hope to people who are struggling with arthritis and thought that they had to give up their favorite foods to feel better.
I want to leave everyone with this one final thought. You do not need many different and complicated solutions to feel better. You often just need one good foundation and the wisdom to add what your body is asking for. A simple cup of yogurt can become a different personalized medicine each day, depending on what you choose to add to it. Listen to your body and feed it with care.
That is a beautiful message, Doctor. A different medicine each day. It's a wonderful example of how we can be good stewards of our health using the simple, blessed foods we have in our own kitchens in these intelligent and purposeful ways. And of course, the wisest first step is always to speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially when you are adding new and powerful supplements like turmeric or collagen. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. If you found this guide helpful and are excited to upgrade your yogurt, please give this video a like so that others can find this information. And be sure to share it with a friend or family member who might be struggling with joint pain or muscle weakness. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which of these 3 upgrades for your yogurt are you most excited to try? Please share your choice in the comments below. Your story is a great way to start your own healing journey. Thank you for being with us. Be well and eat well.